Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Boothe review. For this episode, we will be doing Wonder Woman 1984. Came out yesterday. Came out
Christmas Day.
Streaming on HBO Max and in movie theaters. So before we start anything, this was supposed to come out 6 months ago. It was supposed to come out in June. It was supposed to be a summer blockbuster, which it definitely was, and it should be seen in theaters. A lot of the reviews that we've been looking at, there are a lot of mixed, but most of the people that didn't really like it watched it at home because this was a movie theater type of movie. So just remember that aspect of it, and there will be spoilers in this, so just be prepared. Warning. Overall, so the movie synopsis. So 1984 takes place in 1984. So we are about 60 years after the first movie.
Yeah, World War I was the
right.
first one.
So this one is not going to be like, think about the timeline, right? So this is not a war movie. Like the first movie was a war action movie for Wonder Woman. This movie, if you go in with expectations that this movie is going to be action-packed just like the first one, you're going to be let down.
It did have action.
It has action, but it is not an action movie. No. So the trailers do kind of make it look more action-y than it is, but it is still a great movie, okay? So it's a spoiler, but not spoiler, but just remember your expectations. It's not a war movie like the first one.
Right.
Going from there, Wonder Woman has been by herself pretty much for 60 years. Just going through time.
She's kept herself secluded too
right.
a little bit.
Her
like
heart's
she's been
hurt.
out and about. She has a job per se, but she doesn't really hang out with people.
Just like in the first one, so she works in a museum. So she likes with the artifacts and keeping up with all of that. They introduced Barbara, which was great. I was a little hesitant with Kristen Wiig. I said that from the very, very beginning. I don't see her as a great villain. She did okay.
I liked her.
I am very impressed with how she was. I still think they could have probably cast a little better, but I was okay with her as the villain. I thought she did
good.
Well. So pretty much, Dr. Minerva is new at the museum with Wonder Woman, and then Max Lord, who is played by
the Mandalorian,
Pedro Pascal. Max Lord, so he's this oil tycoon trying to get his hand on this artifact that was just found at like a black market type thing. So, and it's kind of like a wishing stone, which we already know from the previews. So it kind of goes from there. If you touch it, you make a wish, something good happens, but
it's a genie in a rock.
It's a genie. So, other than that, I think the movie itself was good. I love the movie. I like the plot. I thought it was good. We know and we saw how Chris Pine comes back. The movie, of course, goes and dives into that. So I like how they did it. I don't want to go too much into it because I don't want to spoil that part of it. I did like how they brought it back. I was nervous, but I like how they did it.
Makes sense in the story.
Yes.
At least I thought it did.
Very much so. Very, very much so. The sceneries were great. They traveled a lot in this movie. Like, they went around to different places. I loved the scenery. I thought they did a great job with that.
The 80s vibe was there.
80s vibe was definitely there. Loved it. Nostalgia happened. And the movie takes place, but her work is in D.C., so she lives in D.C. We're close to D.C., so it was kind of nice seeing some of the landmarks, which is...
Yeah, they filmed like Virginia, D.C. area, it looked like.
So it was nice being so close to everything. But other than that, guys, I think it was great. The only thing I had a big deal about was the CGI for Cheetah.
I was with it, so it was better than what we saw in the previews.
So they did fix it.
They did clean it up,
just like they did with Sonic. They tweaked it up a little bit. It still looked a little.
It was cleaner to me in the movie than it was in the previews. Yeah. I like the makeup look that they did with the face and everything.
I get it, but that could have been how it was originally. But it's still, to me, they could have did a little bit better of a job for the suit, I guess you would say.
I was with it.
But Gal, of course, looks stunning, and everything that she wore, even though it was 80s. Her in the gold armor was amazing.
That's really cool.
There's some other Wonder Woman aspects in there that as soon as it happened, you just squeal like a little child. I was literally jumping up and down in the movie theater like, yeah! So,
yeah, we saw it in the theater, thank goodness.
Yes,
and that's why I said, like you mentioned it about seeing it in the theater, you need to have that Hans Zimmer horns and drums hitting you in the face.
You definitely do.
With the action pieces, and even with the emotional set pieces too.
Yes.
Some of the emotion that happens, you need that music. Like, unless your volume's turned all the way up or you got surround sound in your home, it might not kick in as well as you want it to.
Yeah.
And that could be an issue as well. And one of the things, too, that I really appreciated about this movie, I guess it has plenty of action. Plenty.
Mm-hmm.
But there's more of Diana being a detective in this movie, which is kind of what she does in the comic books and in the show. She has to go and find... Like, she's seeking the truth. That's her thing. She's always about truth and honesty.
And they touch on that.
Yes.
In the beginning of like
and
kind
why
of
she's
what
like that.
Kind of what an Amazon is. Mm-hmm. Kind of like their whole thing is like you can't build a life on like false things.
Yeah,
like you have to build it on truth.
Yeah.
So everything is the truth and the truth and everything. So it was really really cool. Like how they do go back a little bit to the mascara with little Diana and. She don't know who
by the way. Little Diana is awesome.
If I ever have a daughter, I want her to be her because she is... I love this little girl. I want her to do so well in Hollywood. Let's do some scores really fast. But at the end of the movie, there is an end credit scene. It's not all the way at the end, so it's not like a Marvel.
More mid-credit.
I would say yes. So it's probably like a minute, maybe 2 minutes afterwards. So stay there. It's a cute little nod. You'll like it.
For Wonder Woman fans, for
yes.
sure.
The only thing, I'm going to show you my score. All right, so this is mine. I'm going to give it a B+. I thought it was really well done. I know people are like, oh, it's like a love story with some action. Yes, but that's what it is. Get over it. It's great. It's a great movie. It's a great sequel. Get over it. Go ahead.
I was a little bit higher than you.
I know. Because I told you, I wanted a little bit more.
Gave it an A. It's not as strong as the first one.
No, but the first one is still like super high in our books. So
yeah, this is a very well made sequel, and it's completely different than the first one. The first one was war. It was gray. It was dark. Or this one was the 80s. It was colorful.
Music.
Exactly.
So good.
Yeah.
I told him I just wanted a little bit of a nod to DC Universe, just a little bit, maybe something saying like, oh, Wayne Enterprises or Gotham City's in trouble or something like that, just to tie it all together. Because I know
there might have been an Easter egg in there somewhere we missed it.
You
we can
know
watch it
what
because
they
it's on
are.
HBO Max. Maybe find it. Who knows?
If you do find something, please let us know. Comment below. But other than that, I thought it was great. I don't understand why people don't like it.
And it's very mixed. It's not like you either don't like it. Or you like it a lot, which is where we're at.
We really like it.
There's no middle ground for some reason in this movie, and I can't figure it out. It's better than some Marvel movies that have come out recently, besides the Avengers stuff. So
yes,
I don't know. It kind of boggles my mind a little bit. But.
Don't know, but we really liked it. We hope you enjoy it. Please let us know. A, if you've watched it. B, where you've watched it, like at home or in theater, and your thoughts. We'd love to talk about it. We are going to be watching Soul today, so we'll have a new review coming soon. As always, thank you for listening to us. Make sure to hit the like button, either there or there. Subscribe, hit the little bell. Check us out on Facebook. We have a group. Comment below.
Boothe review.
Love to talk to you, go over some things with you. It's amazing. And we have some movies coming out, so I'm so excited. As always, happy holidays, everybody.
Yeah.
Hope everybody had a great Christmas. And on to the next. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.